No, no, I refuse to believe this is real. I absolutely refuse. Okay, look at this headline behind me. Just look at it. Gabe Newell stepped back from making games at Valve after Portal 2 because everyone kept agreeing with him. Are you serious right now? The man, the absolute myth, Gabe Newell, literally had to banish himself from his own development studios because he had too much aura. Hey guys, what if we made the portal gun, I don't know, shoot mayonnaise? Brilliant idea, Mr. Newell. Absolute genius. 10 out of 10, shipping it to production tomorrow. It's the George Lucas prequel syndrome. It's peak billionaire isolation. He just wanted to be a dev, bro. He just wanted to sit in a sweaty room, eat cold pizza, and argue about level design. But nobody would tell him his ideas were trash. This is the ultimate suffering from success. Like, imagine being so unimaginably wealthy and powerful in the gaming industry that your mere presence ruins the creative process. You literally cannot brainstorm because the moment you open your mouth, every developer in the room starts furiously taking notes like you're dispensing the sacred texts. Absolute chaos. It's a complete skill issue on the developer's part. If my boss comes to me with a terrible idea, I'm telling him it's garbage. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd fold instantly. I'd be terrified. The man owns Steam. He could delete my entire digital existence with one button press.
If you haven't met him, Gabe is a very imposing guy. Like, he's literally just a tall dude. And also his mannerisms can be very imposing. And so when I'm like 20 and he's like NHL2, like taking me out for lunch, giving me game ideas, I'm like, yes, Mr. Newell. Like, I'm just like heads down, freaking out. And I think over time, Gabe.
A literal yes, Mr. Newell. Bro, imagine being a 20-year-old junior dev, right? You barely know how to use the engine. And suddenly, Gabe Newell, the man who controls 30% of the entire PC gaming economy, takes you out to lunch and pitches you a game mechanic. Are you going to tell him no? Of course not. You're going to look at the ground, eat your sandwich, and say, yes, Mr. Newell. But honestly, mad respect to Gabe for being self-aware enough to realize he was the problem. Most tech CEOs, and I am not going to name names, but you know exactly who I'm talking about, would just surround themselves with yes men, build the mayonnaise shooting portal gun, and then fire half the staff when it flops. But not Gabe. He said, you know what? I'm a distraction. I'm going to step back, buy a massive super yacht, and let you nerds cook. And they cooked. We got Portal 2. We got Half-Life Alyx. But here's the thing. If Gabe isn't making games anymore, what is he doing? Oh, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's plotting the absolute destruction of the console market. We are so back. Look at this. The Steam Machine 2026. It is actually happening. Now, some of you Zoomers might not remember 2014. 2014 was a dark, dark time. Valve tried to release the Steam Machine back then, and it was an absolute regulatory mess of different hardware partners, confusing specs, and an operating system that was basically held together by duct tape and prayers. It was vaporware garbage, a total disaster, peak incompetence. But now, we live in a post-Steam Deck world. Valve finally figured out how to make hardware. They brought it entirely in-house, and look at the specs they are dropping on this new box. They are going for the throat. AMD Zen 4 CPU, RDNA 3 graphics, 16 gigabytes of non-shared DDR5 RAM. Do you understand what that means? This isn't just a mini PC. This is a PlayStation 5 Pro assassin. It is literally a high-end rig masquerading as a console. You plug it in, you sit on your couch, and you have your entire Steam library on your TV. No Windows updates breaking your audio drivers, No Epic Game Store pop-ups begging you to claim a free game you'll never play. Just pure, unadulterated Steam OS. Microsoft and Sony have to be absolutely sweating right now. Okay, wait. Let's pause the hype train for a second. Look at this paragraph right here. The GPU, CPU, and RAM aren't removable. Valve, what are we doing here? You are telling me this is a PC, a personal computer, and I cannot upgrade the RAM? In 2026? When Chrome alone takes 12 gigabytes just to open a new tab? They're treating it exactly like a console. You buy the box, and when it gets obsolete, you throw it in the trash and buy the Steam machine too. I hate this. I absolutely despise this trend. This is peak monopoly behavior creeping into the PC space. But I also completely understand it. If you let PC gamers open this thing up, someone is going to try to liquid cool it with Mountain Dew, fry the motherboard, and then complain on Reddit that Gabe Newell personally ruined their life. So they locked it down. Fine, I will accept it. But it better be priced right. Because if this thing costs $1,000, it's so over. But let's talk about the accessories. Because this is where Valve is getting weird. And I love it when Valve gets weird. Look at this controller. They are bringing back the Steam controller. Remember the first one? It looked like an owl and felt like holding a cheap plastic dinner plate. But this new one, it's got a wireless charging puck. It's got the track pads. It wakes the console from sleep. And the Steam machine itself has faceplates and a Wii-style RGB light bar. Oh, wow, faceplates. Groundbreaking innovation. Sony definitely hasn't been charging us $70 for pieces of plastic for the last 5 years. But wait, because this is a Linux box, the community is already planning to completely hack the RGB light bar. You know exactly what's going to happen. Day one, someone is going to code that light bar to flash red every time they take damage in Elden Ring. Day two, someone is going to program it to display their exact bank account balance draining as they buy games during the Steam summer sale. It's an open ecosystem. That is the fundamental difference here. Sony gives you a light that turns blue when you turn it on. Valve gives you a light and says, here's the source code, go nuts. It is an absolute tinkerer's dream. Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this again? You cannot just casually drop Half-Life 3 at the bottom of an article. Look at this. He's too busy getting Half-Life 3 ready for the Steam machine. Every single time Valve announces hardware, the Half-Life 3 copium starts flowing. But think about it logically for a second. If you are Valve and you are launching a brand new hardware ecosystem to fight Sony and Microsoft in the living room, you need a system seller. You need a nuke. What is the biggest, most mythical nuke in the history of gaming? Half-Life 3. Imagine the absolute chaos. The internet would literally break. Gabe Newell walks out on stage. No yes men, no focus groups, just him, a Steam machine, and a crowbar. I am losing my mind just thinking about it. If they actually do it, the console war is over. It's done. Pack it up, Jim Ryan. Phil Spencer. It's finished. Valve is about to own the entire industry.